Hello everybody. So in today's video we are going to make fruit galettes. I'm not decided yet if we're going to do mini ones or if we're going to do two big ones. So that's what we're doing in today's video. So I'm starting here with some chilled butter. I'm going to use about a cup of butter in this recipe, which makes about 2 pie crusts. So with my packaging here in Canada, I don't know if this is anywhere else in the world, but here in Canada, they have measurements on the package. So that's why you see me not measuring. I'm about to show you right here, the measurements. So half of this pound is 1 cup. So I'm just gonna finely chop it up into some cubes so it blends nicely in the food processor. Okay, so I just put some ice in my water here. So I'm going to start with some flour, about 2 1/4 cups of flour. If you want to weigh out your flour, you can, but I don't find that necessary. So 2 1/4. You want to do exactly 2 1/4. This recipe, I do have a video on this on my YouTube channel if you guys would like to watch it. I go in depth into how much of everything. 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, and now we're going to add in the butter. This is 1 cup of butter. I like making pie crust in the food processor. It turns out perfectly every time. Okay, so we're just going to give this a light chop. Okay, let's look at the texture. See how finely chopped the butter is. I'm going to give it another one just to make it a little bit finer. The pieces are a little big. Okay, so now we're going to add about 8 to 10 tablespoons of ice cold water. I'm going to add 5 and then we'll try it again. Okay, so I'm just going to mix this around to make sure that the water is going evenly here. Okay, we need a little bit more. I find I usually need about 10. So 1. Slowly starting to come together. Let's add 1 more. There we go. Okay, that sounds good. Let's see. Yes, see how it pushes together? That's perfect. Okay, let's mix the berries. Okay, so I have about a pint of blueberries here. I'm just going to give these a wash. And then we'll mix all of it in here with some sugar and some cornstarch. And so I will be right back right after I wash these. Okay. So now, just want to make sure these are kind of dry. It's okay, I just want to take out the excess water. Okay. Okay, so we need about, I just dropped something on the floor. About 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Tablespoons. Then we need about a tablespoon of sugar. We need the juice of 1 lemon. I don't have any lemons, so I'm going to use some lemon juice. I'm going to use about a tablespoon. Okay, now we're going to mix this up. Lemon juice gives it a really nice tart, fresh flavor. The cornstarch will help it thicken when it's in the galette and give it a really nice little sauce to it. I'm just making sure I've dissolved all of the cornstarch. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, let me clean up a little bit and then we'll roll out the pie dough to assemble the galettes. Okay. Put some parchment paper down. Okay, now we just want to lightly press the pie dough together. This is like the perfect texture. It's not too dry. It doesn't feel too wet. If it is a little wet, you can add a little bit of flour while you're rolling it out. Okay, so I think I'm going to make a few mini ones. So we're going to start with blueberries. I have fresh blueberries, but I also pulled out some of my apple pie filling that we made last year together. So I'm going to try making a couple with this as well. So this pie dough recipe makes 2 pie crusts. I think it would be fun to do some mini ones. Okay, let me get my rolling pin and we'll start rolling them out. Okay. So I'm just gonna turn them into a ball. So I somewhat start with the right shape here. That's my oven preheating. It's preheated to 400 degrees. So I'm just trying to roll this out to somewhat of a round shape here. Hopefully this works nicely. There we go. Ooh, a little sticky. I probably could have used a little flour, but it's okay. Okay. I actually almost feel like I should just do one big one of each, because I think that if I do a small one like this, I think it's going to pour out everywhere. So let's do 2 big ones. I think that'd be a little bit better. Yeah, that looks about even. I'm gonna get a little bit of flour. The idea was nice to do mini ones, but I think the bigger ones will turn out a little better. So all I'm doing is rolling it out like I would a pie crust. If I have extra fruit, maybe I will make another batch of dough and do another one. We'll see. Right now I don't think that's really necessary though. If I don't use all of the apple pie filling, I can use it on ice cream or a whole bunch of things I can use it on. I actually have a pork chop recipe that would go perfect with it. Just trying to make the edges a little nice. I got my thumb in the middle there. Okay. Let's try putting this one together. Okay, let's do the blueberry one first. It's already starting to develop its own juices here. Yeah, this was a smart idea. I'm glad I did a big one. So this is basically like a rustic blueberry pie. So I'm just gonna cut off a little bit of the edges just to make them look a little nicer. You don't have to do this, you can literally just put it over top. Okay, I think that's good. I want to leave enough. You want to leave about 1 inch to 1.5 inches all the way around, so that you can fold it in like this. This will bubble over just a bit. Keep that in mind. I'm going to give them a little pinch so they stay tight. Kind of lift it a little bit so hopefully it doesn't seep out too much. There we go. Okay, let's roll out the second one. Okay, I'm just going to take these edge pieces and put them in there. Use every last piece here. Get a little bit more flour. This pie filling that I have is already thickened, so it's already ready to go. Nothing needs to be added. When I canned it, I used clear gel, specifically for making fillings and stuff like that, and canning them. I mean, you can use clear gel for other stuff too, but okay, let's open the jar here. This smells so good. Okay. Try and use most of this jar. This pie filling is so good. I only have a couple jars left from when we canned it together. There, I think that's good. Okay. Slowly start pinning this up. This, I have no doubt, will bubble. It'll probably bubble over a bit, which is fine. It'll give it the rustic look. So if you're doing this for a dinner party and you want this to look a little cleaner, you can totally do that. But if you're not and you're just doing it for a dessert, it doesn't much matter. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to get an egg so we can do some egg wash on this so they get nice and golden brown. If you missed it, I preheated my oven to 400. It's to cook the pie crust and get it nice and golden brown and make the inside nice and bubbly. Okay, I'm going to go get the egg wash and I'll be right back. Okay, for the egg wash, it's just an egg beat up with a little bit of water, probably about a teaspoon to a tablespoon. So all you're going to do is brush the pastry dough with it. This gives it a nice golden brown texture when it comes out of the oven. So I want to add that in the recipe it says to bake these at 425 for 20 minutes. But my oven runs a bit hot, So I'm going to bake it at 400 for 30 minutes. But I wanted to tell you guys what the recipe said, so. And when these come out, they should be a really nice golden brown color. And they probably will bubble over a bit. I'm expecting it. But no matter what, they will be delicious and very much enjoyed for my family. Okay, so it says to take coarse sugar and sprinkle it over top, but I do not have any coarse sugar. So I'm going to use regular sugar. And just kind of give it a light sprinkle. And you want to do this after the egg wash so that it sticks to the dough. It'll stick to the stickiness of the egg. There we go. Okay, so once these come out of the oven, I will show you the finished product. Give you a little bit of a close-up look. Very rustic looking. I think this one's going to bubble over a lot, but we'll see. Okay, so I just took the galettes out of the oven. They look delicious. They only bubbled over a little bit, a lot less than I expected actually, so let me show you. The blueberry one I expected to bubble over a lot, but this one only right here in this one corner. Otherwise they look delicious. They smell divine. So I'm going to let these sit here and cool. And we're going to have these for dessert tonight. So I want to thank all the new people for subscribing. Hello, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying my channel. So this is where I'm going to end the video for today, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.